Hi, it's me, Father Longlegs. You know me, Daddy T. As your father, it is my job to ask you questions, many of which I don't really know the answer to. Nevertheless, it's important that I ask them because by asking them, I force you to go on a thinking spiral and hopefully come up with a better answer than me. Wait, was Socrates the original daddy? Do you want to sit on Socrates' face? Do I want to sit on Socrates' face? Did you see what I did there? My question for you today is this. Do you think we, as humans, have evolved more than our hunter-gatherer ancestors from 12,000 years ago? Before you answer that, consider this. What does the word evolve mean to you? Okay, it's not a trick question, okay? I'm not gonna break down the sentence I just said word for word until you're so confused in a word salad and you don't know what words mean anymore, okay? I'm not Elizabeth Holmes, defense attorney. Evolve. Officially, it means to gradually change from a simpler form over time to a more complex form. So if we measure human evolution by lifespan, then yeah, statistically, we have evolved. But if we're talking thriving, then we need to account for how much of that time is spent enjoying that life, or dare I even say appreciating that life. I know it's hard to quantify that, but let's make it simple. Human life expectancy was about 26 years in the pre-agricultural revolution. Interestingly enough, the life expectancy of humans actually decreased just after the agricultural revolution to 19 years old. And some researchers think the agricultural revolution happened not by choice, but by necessity, as in too many mouths to feed, too little hunters to hunt. That possibility aside, it is true that humans do have a much longer life expectancy than we did in the Neolithic era. The country with the highest life expectancy right now is Hong Kong at 85 years old. By the way, America is number 46 with 79 years old. Shocker! The first world country without universal healthcare is not doing so well. So let's go with a simple measurement system just so we can simplify things. Okay, let's say your lifespan is divided into quarters. So if you were, living in the Neolithic era, a quarter of your life would be about 6 to 7 years, right? That's a fourth of 26. And if you're alive now, which hopefully you are, if you're watching this, quarter of your life would be about 20 years, okay? Kind of, using a fourth of 80. Okay, so let's do an exercise. Out of the last 20 years of your life, about how many days would you say the following statement would be true for you? I feel satisfied with myself, my family, and my community. I know how to meet the needs of myself and the people around me. If I'm hungry, I know how to hunt and gather for food. I'm able to express myself socially, emotionally, creatively, sexually with members of my community in a safe way. What happens tomorrow is not as important to me as what is happening right now, and the fact that I am alive and that I am able to provide and communicate with my community. If you need a frame of reference, because I know there's a lot of math, here's just a couple numbers, as a guide. We all know 1 year is 365 days, okay? 7 years is about 2,555 days, and 20 years is about 7,300 days. Here's the thing, okay, it's probably very, very unlikely that anyone says 7,300 days, but just go with me, because back in the hunter-gatherer era, if your needs weren't met, death was not far away. So I think it's safe to assume that 2,555 days were spent alive and appreciative, or looking for ways to survive successfully. I'm not telling you this so I could start a fad diet like paleo or keto called neo. I could see it now. It's just all the slop food from the Matrix. You eat that every day. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not saying we should go back to pre-agricultural, pre-medicine, pre-Ariana Grande. Oh my God, no, can you imagine me saying that? Never. No, I'm bringing this up because I think it's really important to the survival of the human race. Yeah, I said it, okay? Okay, here's where my dad rant turned into an opinion, and you can have your own opinion. You don't have to agree with me, all right, but you do have to listen, okay? Honey, listen, please. I'm almost done, I promise. I just think we are limiting our evolution as a human species by only defining growth by lifespan. Our world is so different now from our Neolithic ancestors. Like, look around, they didn't have clocks, we have TikTok. They had big hairy feet, we have NFTs. They didn't have Republicans, we don't have healthcare. Okay, why not combine what we know, technology, science, everything we've researched and studied, and the knowledge that we have accumulated with our desire to improve our time on Earth. Merge it. Combine that shit. Like, if lifespan was a rubber band that were just stretching out longer and longer, I'm not saying let go. I'm just saying, instead of stretching it more, let's spend some time to figure out, what we want to use that rubber band to hold on to, you know? What do we want to put inside that rubber band, okay? What kind of memories do you want to build in your life? Who do you want to spend your time with? What's the point of living 10 years, 100 years, even 1,000 years if all you're doing is fucking working endlessly 9-to-5 jobs that you hate, paying taxes, buying insurance, crowdfunding your cancers, going on fad diets, making YouTube videos, counting views? I don't know, I could go on and on. You get it. What's the point if we aren't enjoying that time? Or if you are a robot watching this, and yeah, they will take over, I've already accepted that. Here's a better analogy, okay? See, I'm inclusive of the bots. What's the point of extending an iPhone's battery life forever if there are no more humans left to purchase apps or young vulnerable minds to mine data from? Like it or not, evolution is not an endless stregonona pot of gene spaghetti. It's a series, a flow of action and reactions on a larger scale. Put another way, if everyone but you died at 19 years old and you were given a choice to evolve like a Pokemon and live forever, what would be the point? Evolution isn't just about changing our own forms. It's learning how to change the world with our forms for the betterment and longevity of the whole system. All right, it's that time of day for me to go listen to Ariana Grande and let her angelic voice change my system for the better now. Good night.